One of the last original members of the Tuskegee Airmen recently got his final wings. Retired Lieutenant Colonel George Hardy passed away Wednesday, according to his family. WVTM 13's Aaron Llewellyn spoke with his stepson, who says that he lived a full life defying the odds stacked against him.
For Christopher Lott, wearing this 1941 Tuskegee Airman hat is more than just a fashion statement.
I'm just honored. You know, I wear it, and I'll talk to anybody who wants to spend a second with me to talk about what Tuskegee is and, you know, what George was in my family.
Lott's stepfather, George Hardy, one of the original Tuskegee Airmen and the last of the group's World War II combat pilots, died on Wednesday. 4 years ago, the former pilot talked about his goal to serve the country, even with the odds stacked against him.
A lot of the bomber groups wanted us to escort them because we stuck with them. We did what we did, and most of it didn't think about race. We just wanted to show we could fly.
Hardy was one of the first black military pilots and flew 21 missions over Germany during World War II. He also served in the Korean and Vietnam Wars.
He'd done so much and been so many places and influenced people.
Lott told me his stepfather soared, making history and becoming the youngest Tuskegee fighter pilot in 1942 at just 19 years old.
He wanted to ensure that the younger generations knew the significance of doing something that's of value in your life, even though it may be under less than palatable circumstances.
Like living in a segregated country, or even his own father telling him he couldn't join the military because all colored people could do at the time was serve as cooks, stewards, and valets.
If it wasn't for Tuskegee and that opportunity, because of segregation and racism, they rose up into the clouds, man. It was like everything you can think of about a pilot soaring up into the atmosphere,
exceeding the expectations or limitations made against him.
He just wanted to ensure people knew about Tuskegee and what it meant to persevere and set your goals high in spite of, you know, what may be going on around you.
Finally earning his last set of wings.
He's flown off into eternity with God, and he's in heaven now with Jesus, and you know, that's the greatest comfort that we can know.
And that was Aaron Llewellyn reporting. Lott says the family is planning to bury his stepfather at Arlington National Cemetery.